Hello, today I will be explaining how to solve vector problems using this depiction of a mounted chandelier. Now, the information we are given about this situation is that the angle between this wire and the chandelier is 60 degrees and that it is congruent to the angle between this wire and the chandelier. We know that these two wires are also the same length, and we know that the weight force of the chandelier itself is 500 newtons. Using this information, we can solve for the tension in both wires. As the force in these wires has both a magnitude and a direction, it can be considered a vector. Now, these both have a y component and an x component, and we can solve for these with trigonometry. Let's start with the y component. As we know, the sine of an angle is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse, so sine over 60 is equal to the y component over the tension. Now, if we multiply both sides by the tension, we get T times sine of 60 is equal to the y component. Now, since both wires share a y component, we can go straight to 2 times T sine 60 is equal to 500 newtons, since that's the total weight force. Now, we can divide both sides by 2 to cancel that out, and we get T times sine 60 is equal to 250 newtons. Now finally, we can divide both sides by sine over 60 and use our calculator for T equal to 250 newtons over sine 60, which I'll just grab my calculator here real quick. $250 divided by sine 60 is equal to approximately 288.68. So now we know the y components. T is equal to 288.68 newtons. And now we can do the same thing for the x component, except with cosine, as the cosine of an angle is equal to the adjacent times the hypotenuse. And using that, we can figure out pretty much every component of these